How to fix VALORANT restriction error by disabling core isolation, memory integrity. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we're diving deep into a persistent and frustrating issue plaguing many VALORANT players, the dreaded restriction error. This error often prevents players from launching or continuing their game, frequently pointing towards system security settings, specifically Windows Core Isolation feature, also known as memory integrity. We'll meticulously explore this complex interaction, which often manifests after Windows 11 updates, and provide a comprehensive set of solutions. Our guide aims to empower you with the technical steps needed to bypass this restriction and get back into the action swiftly and effectively. Directly disabling core isolation, memory integrity. The primary culprit identified by many users encountering the VALORANT restriction error is the Windows Core Isolation feature, specifically its memory integrity component. This security feature, designed to protect core system processes from malicious code, can sometimes conflict with the robust anti-cheat mechanisms of VALORANT Vanguard, particularly on Windows 11. To disable it, navigate to Windows Security, then Device Security, and locate Core Isolation details. Toggle the memory integrity setting to off. Perform a mandatory system restart. After disabling memory integrity, a full system restart is absolutely crucial for the changes to take effect at a low system level. Windows applies these deep-seated security modifications only upon reboot, making this step non-negotiable for resolving the restriction error. Failing to restart will often result in the error persisting, as the previous configuration remains active. Check for conflicting drivers, preventing disablement. In some instances, core isolation might be prevented from being disabled due to incompatible or legacy drivers present on your system. Navigate to Device Manager and look for any devices with warning triangles or generic drivers that might be flagged as problematic, as these can block security feature modifications. Updating or removing these drivers can free up the memory integrity setting for proper configuration. Update your Windows operating system. Ensuring your Windows operating system is fully updated is paramount, as Microsoft frequently releases cumulative patches that address compatibility issues with both system security features and third-party gaming anti-cheat solutions. An outdated OS might contain bugs that trigger false positives or conflicts with VALORANT security checks. Perform a comprehensive check via Windows Update and install all pending updates. Update graphics drivers to the latest stable version. Outdated or corrupted graphics drivers can lead to a multitude of system instabilities that might indirectly trigger security-related errors. We highly recommend updating your GPU drivers to the latest stable version provided by NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel. This ensures optimal performance and reduces the likelihood of compatibility conflicts with games and system security features. Reinstall Riot Vanguard anti-cheat system. A corrupted or improperly installed Riot Vanguard anti-cheat client is a frequent cause of VALORANT restriction errors. Begin by uninstalling Vanguard from Add or Remove programs in Windows settings, then restart your PC. Relaunch VALORANT. The client should prompt an automatic reinstallation of Vanguard, ensuring a clean and functional setup. Run VALORANT and Riot Client as administrator. Insufficient administrative privileges can sometimes prevent VALORANT or its anti-cheat from interacting correctly with system security features. Right-click on the VALORANT shortcut and the Riot Client executable, then select Run as administrator. This elevates their permissions, allowing them to bypass potential UAC, user account control, restrictions that might be misinterpreted as security threats. Verify game file integrity through Riot Client. Corrupted or missing game files can lead to inconsistencies that trigger anti-cheat restrictions. Launch the Riot Client, navigate to VALORANT, and look for a Repair or Verify option within the game settings. This function will scan your game installation for integrity issues and automatically replace any damaged files, ensuring a consistent and valid game state. Temporarily disable third-party antivirus/firewall. Aggressive third-party antivirus software or firewall solutions can sometimes interfere with VALORANT processes, mistakenly flagging them as malicious or blocking essential communications. Temporarily disable your antivirus suite and Windows firewall, then attempt to launch VALORANT. If the error is resolved, configure an exception for VALORANT and Riot Vanguard within your security software. Adjust BIOS/UEFI settings. Review virtualization technology. While typically required for core isolation, certain configurations of Intel VTX or AMD virtualization technology in the BIOS/UEFI can occasionally cause conflicts. Access your system's BIOS/UEFI settings during boot and experiment with toggling virtualization features. Ensure they are either enabled for full system compatibility or temporarily disabled for testing purposes. Verify secure boot status in BIOS/UEFI. Secure boot is a crucial security feature that ensures only trusted software loads during startup. For modern anti-cheat systems like Vanguard, secure boot is often a prerequisite. Access your BIOS/UEFI settings and confirm that secure boot is enabled. If it's disabled, enabling it might resolve the restriction error by aligning with Vanguard's security expectations. Perform a clean boot of Windows. A clean boot helps identify software conflicts by starting Windows with a minimal set of drivers and startup programs. Use msconfig to disable all non-Microsoft services and all startup items. Then restart your PC. If VALORANT launches successfully, gradually re-enable services to pinpoint the specific application or service causing the conflict. Utilize System File Checker, SFC, and DISM commands. Corrupted Windows system files can profoundly impact system stability and security features. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and run sfc/scano to repair protected system files. Follow this with DISM/online/cleanupimage/restore health to repair any corruptions in the Windows component store, ensuring core OS functionality is intact. Temporarily adjust User Account Control (UAC) settings. User Account Control (UAC) settings can sometimes be overly restrictive, preventing games or anti-cheat clients from accessing necessary system resources. Search for Change User Account Control settings in Windows, then temporarily lower the notification level. Remember to revert this change after troubleshooting if it does not resolve the issue, as UAC provides vital security. Clear your system's DNS cache. Network-related issues, even subtle ones, can sometimes lead to authentication failures with online games. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and execute ipconfig/flushtons. This command clears your computer's DNS resolver cache, forcing it to retrieve fresh DNS information and potentially resolving connectivity or authentication problems. Synchronize your system date and time. Inaccurate system date and time settings can cause significant authentication and certificate validation issues with online services and games. Ensure your system's date and time are automatically synchronized with an internet time server. Incorrect time can lead to a server rejecting your connection or anti-cheat protocols failing due to timestamp discrepancies. Consider a Windows system restore point. If the VALORANT restriction error appeared abruptly after a recent software installation, update, or system change, consider utilizing a Windows system restore point. This feature allows you to revert your system state to an earlier point in time, potentially undoing the changes that introduced the conflict without affecting your personal files. Perform a clean reinstallation of VALORANT. As a last resort, if all other troubleshooting steps have failed, a complete uninstallation and clean reinstallation of Valorant is recommended. Ensure that all residual game files, folders, and registry entries are thoroughly removed before initiating a fresh download and installation. This eliminates any deeply embedded corruptions or conflicts. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more in-depth technical guides and solutions to your most challenging PC issues.